Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world. And yes, I'm still in Utah, USA. It's about 1 o'clock here at the Rock. and I hope everybody's having a really good day and saying their prayers and realizing how much He laid down for us. And all we have to do is pick it up. So, hope you're all having a great day. Hope you're all saying your prayers. Hope you're all counting all your blessings, even the itty bitty ones, because they all add up. Today we're going to be in the book of Proverbs in the Old Testament, in the King James Version of the Holy Bible, chapter 23. So, more little morsels of wisdom shared here by Solomon, King Solomon. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee. Put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his dainties or delicacies, for they are deceitful meat, food. Verse 4. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. You know, God said, lean not on your own understanding. Verse 5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Verse 6. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, or will you cause your eyes to fly on it, and it is not. Oh, no, sorry. I messed that one up big time. Verse 5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? Or will your eyes cause your eyes to fly on it, and it is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Verse 6. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, or is a miser. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The wicked rich. Be careful when you sit down to meet with them, that they don't beguile you with their riches and lofty words. Keep yourself grounded. Verse 8. The morsel which thou hast eaten thou shalt vomit up, and lose thy sweet words or pleasant words. Verse 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Or don't cast your pearls before swine. Verse 10. Remove not the old landmark or boundary, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless or the orphans. Verse 11. For their Redeemer is mighty, and he shall plead their cause with thee or against thee. He wants us to protect the fatherless and the widow, and help the poor and feed the needy, and help clothe them. So he's consistent. God is consistent, and the wisdom that he gave Solomon was from him. Let's see. Verse 13. Verse 12. Verse 12. Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. And that would be the Holy Bible, the Word of God. And verse 13. Withhold not correction from the child, For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Of course, now it's like, you'll go to jail or CPS will be called on you if you give your child a spanking. And it's just part of Satan's pushing his way into society to change the way that we behave, so that we're not behaving as God taught, but as Satan deceives us into his wiles of the devil. I mean, be careful. Verse 15, My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. 16, Yea, my reins shall rejoice, and that reins is actually inmost being, when thy lips speak right things. Verse 17, Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. Verse 18, For surely there is an end, or a hereafter, and thine expectation or hope shall not be cut off. Verse 19, Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Verse 20, Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh, or the gluttonous eaters of meat. Verse 21, For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe the man with rags. Don't be lazy. Verse 22, Hearken unto thy father that begat thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thy days will be extended. Verse 23, Buy the truth and sell it not, also wisdom and instruction and understanding. So buy the truth, B-U-Y, the truth, and sell it not, also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Verse 24, The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. 25, Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. Verse 26, My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. Love me and follow what I'm telling you and teaching you. Pay attention. It's like God talking there. It's like, my son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. Verse 27, For a whore, or a harlot, is a deep ditch, or pit, and a strange woman, or a seductress, is a narrow pit. Nevertheless, they're both still a pit. Verse 28, She also lieth in wait as for a prey, or a victim, and increaseth the transgressors, or unfaithful among men. Verse 29, Who hath woe, that's W-O-E, who hath sorrow, who hath contentions, who hath babblings or complaints, who hath wounds without cause, who hath redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright, or goes smoothly aright. Verse 32, At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an adder or a viper. Okay, verse 33. Thine eyes shall behold strange women or strange things, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. Don't get drunk. You're not in your right mind when you're drunk. That's why they say you're under the influence of alcohol. Verse 34. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or the heart of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. The mast is the top part of the ship, that big cross piece at the top. Verse 35. They have stricken me, shalt thou say, and I was not sick or hurt. They have beaten me, and I have felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. I will seek another drink. So I got drunk and I got beat up, but I really didn't feel it because I was so drunk. And when I wake up, I will seek it yet again. And that's the final verse in chapter 23 in the book of Proverbs. And as always, I love you.